The 76 leaderboard is sponsored by 76 Gasoline, provided in Hawaii by locally owned Mid-Pac Petroleum. The dig leaders for this season on the court, Javier Caceres, 2.72 digs per set. And there you see Eric Shoji with Hawaii ties, 2.46.
Also Henry Cassidy, graduate of Punahou, who now plays for USC, number 3 on that list.
So we said one time in that first set toward the end, when Pacific was rounding up to make the run to steal it, they have to play perfectly. And they almost did. Hawaii did not.
We had some critical errors toward the end, some blocking assignments, missed serves. And again, this is a Pacific team that has challenged some of the top teams in the conference, going forward with number 2 Stanford, also going forward with Santa Barbara. So it's a team that can compete. We said it in the beginning of the broadcast that any team in the MPSF to be able to compete in this league has got to be of a top caliber, and Pacific showing that tonight.
So getting ready to begin the second set. Pacific leading in the match 1-0, winning the first set 29-27 in extra play. Patrick Tunnel gets the ball that he wants, and we are about to begin the second set. Welsh across his body, kind of swats at it and gets the point. So Hawaii breaks out in front 1-0, set number 2.
Great description, a cross body shot by Welsh, picking up the first kill for either of Hawaii's middles.
Zemyak to serve. Hawaii must come from behind in this match. Zemyak serves. That ball dug up. Tunnel outside. The ball is set over by Daly. Check that, Hughes. Hughes hit it over. And we are tied at 1. Gornick to serve. Just out. So Hawaii leads 2-1 in the second set. And Walker will go back to serve. Dug up by Gornick. Tunnel. Hit over by Hughes. Hughes just continues.
Hughes unstoppable right now. 10 kills in 14 attempts, hitting .643. You see him hit this ball in between the blocking hands of Hunt and Welsh.
Hinesley to serve. Walker sets up Zemyak. Umlauf able to just get that ball over the net and tickling the fingers that time of Daly. So Hawaii leading 3-2 in the second set. And Welsh getting ready to start us off. Lollipops that one over. The ball is hit. The Hawaii blockers have that as Daly is denied. The ball is put over by Umlauf. Advantage Pacific. Pushed over by Gornick. Now advantage Hawaii. Lofi with the decoy. They block Umlauf. Ball is hit over by Tunnel. Blocked back by Welsh. Tunnel again pushes it out.
Well, I can credit the Tigers for staying in it. That time Tunnel missed setting that ball too low for Daly really to do anything with that.
Yeah, Daly pushed it out. Hawaii leading by 2. Serving is Welsh. That ball hit over by Daly. Off that short set by Tunnel.
It's a much better connection that time between Tunnel and Daly.
I guess you could say that if Tunnel is really having a good match, he has tunnel vision.
Ah, that's a great one.
Sure, serving is Hughes. Zemyak, Lofi. Same play. Lofi loves that. You put it in his wheelhouse. He takes it to the floor. Hawaii leading by 2.
And we'll see if Lofi can see a few more sets as this match progresses. See, not a lot of blockers are even committing to Lofi. Lofi having really an open net to hit on.
Umlauf serves. Ball is pushed over by Troy. Dug up by Walker, hit by Umlauf. And that, it goes off the block. It's a point for Hawaii. Hawaii leads 6-3. Baseball update, Hawaii leading Portland at Les Murakami Stadium 5-1. Hawaii with 5 hits. Serving is Umlauf. Tunnel. And right there again is Hughes. Hughes now with 11 kills. And so far, he has been unsolvable.
And he's doing a nice job of mixing up his shots, going the high line, that time hitting it in the seam. He also seen that sharp cross by Hughes, proving to be a complete offensive hitter.
Adam Troy serving. Dug up. And that ball put over by Lofi. Lofi again in the middle.
So I think Hawaii, if they can establish that middle attack, it'll help free things up for Hawaii outside. Right now, Pacific blockers just releasing on Hawaii outside hitters. So if Zemniak can get more balls to both Welsh and Lofi.
Tunnel, Hughes. Hawaii had only one blocker up. That was Walker. Hughes took advantage of him. Hawaii now leading by 2. 12 kills now for Hughes. Daly to serve. Dug up by Costello. Zemyak. Walker, that's blocked back. Saved by Costello. They go cross court. Umlauf.
And Umlauf not putting up the numbers that we're traditionally used to seeing out of him. Picking up his 6th kill. Remember, this is a player that leads the MPSF in kills per set with 5. We're midway into game 2, and he only has 6 kills, hitting for 200.
Serving is Lofi. Lofi was not close. The ball sailed out. Point for Pacific. We just joined us, Pacific winning the first set. 29-27, an extra play. Zemyak tries to dink, doesn't work. Walker back to Zemyak again. The ball trying to hook it in was Welch. Walker again with the touch. But Tunnel is there. That ball is hit over but out by Troy. You see Pacific's ability to just keep it going. That ball was hit long, but Hawaii really had to struggle to gain it. Zemyak will serve.
Chaz, get ready, Chaz.
The ball shanked to the side, but there's Hughes. That time Troy didn't have the grip on it for the hit, and he put it under the net. 10 for Hawaii, 6 for Pacific. Biggest lead in all of the play tonight in this match for Hawaii, 4 points. The Jack Fact is sponsored by Jack in the Box, where you can get anything on the menu any time of day. Stockton, California is where the University of Pacific is. 6,235 students, founded in 1851, and they play at the Alex G. Spanos Center. 10 serving 6. Diving dig, collision, but the ball is still good, and that hit was still in. That time the credit goes to Daly. So Pacific chops 1 point off the Hawaii lead. Serving is Gornick. Umlauf. That whole side of the court was cleared out. Only Cesares was there.
So Pacific putting up 3 blockers, and Umlauf still able to hit over that block into the deep corner to pick up yet another kill.
Walker serves. Tunnel. That ball hit by Troy, and he makes it good, hits it off the block. So Hawaii with the lead here in the second set after losing the first set. But when you take a look at Pacific, they are still very much in the neighborhood. Serving is Hinesley. Stephen Hunt. Stephen Hunt was a flame that time.
Well, Hunt able to hit this ball outside the blockers and into that middle back position.
He had a very short space where he could fit that ball in because the antenna was right there too.
Hunt with 5 kills, hitting 500 for Hawaii as we prepare to see a substitution, a serving substitution into the match for Hawaii.
Hawaii continues to lead. That is hit over the net and down by Ian McKelvey. McKelvey is a stranger. 6'4" junior from Long Beach, California. Went to Golden West Junior College. And McKelvey will serve again. This time he puts it into the net. McKelvey giveth, then McKelvey taketh away.
Well, that first serve he got lucky, is able to get get a touch on the top of the net, did not make the adjustment, and hit the second serve into the net.
Here's Hughes. Hughes doesn't get it over. That's a point for Hawaii. And now it's 14-9. Hawaii with their biggest lead. Umlauf will go back to serve. Big toss, gets it in. The ball dug up by Gornick. And Gornick right there, getting that short overpass and nailing it. 14-10, Hawaii leads. Serving will be Troy. Dug up by Hunt. Semyak. Walker. Long. So Pacific comes back to a 3-point deficit. And serving will be Troy. Dug up again by Hunt. Semyak to Lofi. That time that middle attack doesn't work. Ball is hit over by Troy. In the air by Costello. Hunt is blocked. Hunt blocked. It was a terrific double block that time by Tunnel and Daly.
Tunnel taking away the line this time of Stephen Hunt. Tunnel, who was sick last week, did not play in the matches for Pacific, and Pacific happy to have him back in the lineup.
Troy again serves. Hunt, Semyak. Umlauf is blocked. And I'm telling you, Pacific was down by 5. Now they're down by 1. And that's just spirited play by this Pacific team. Hawaii has to gather themselves. The University of Hawaii will be the host site for the first round of what is called the collegeinsider.com basketball tournament on Tuesday night, March 15th at 7 o'clock. The Rainbow Warriors will meet the Portland Pilots out of the West Coast Conference. For tickets, you can call 944-2697 or go online at hawaiiathletics.com. Troy serving. Umlauf comes back. When in doubt, Hawaii goes to Umlauf or maybe Walker. We're at 15. Hawaii leads by 2. The Hawaiian Airlines record book is sponsored by Hawaiian Airlines. Hawaii's single blocking average beyond Milutinovic in 1999. Then Brewer, Davis, Milutinovic again in 2001, Milutinovic again in 2002. He was something. 15-13, we resume in the second set. Serving is Hunt. Tunnel goes outside. That ball is blocked following the hit of Gornick. Blocked again, but this time it goes out. And a point will be recorded for Pacific. That went off Walker.
You will be substitution. Number 5, Matthew Houlihan. Number 13,
Matthew Houlihan will come into the game to serve. He did the same task in the first set. Tried to baby it. Houlihan looking for a place to hide, huh?
Yeah, just completely mishit that serve. Difficult to come off the bench to serve. They've got to just try and keep that ball in play, as we see the same situation going on for Hawaii as Pescaro comes in. Missed his serve in the first set. We'll see if he can keep this one in.
So Pescaro with that toss gets it in. A ball blocked back by Walker. Joust at the net. Hawaii, Pescaro keeps it going, goes to Walker. Walker hits it in. Troy tried to get to it in the back row, kind of a last chance dive at the ball, but the ball had already been committed.
Great set by Zemniak to provide a one-on-one opportunity for Walker that time. It's 7 kills tonight.
Pescaro to serve. Almost an overpass. Is an overpass. The joust, however, is won by Tunnel. Walker went up there, but the advantage went to Tunnel.
A great serve by Pescaro. Did his part coming off the bench, forcing an overpass, but a better block that time by Tunnel.
Tunnel gets it over, and an overpass by Hunt. That ball is spun into play. Ball is hit by Hughes. Zemniak, Walker off the block. Gornick is there. Gornick again. The ball goes off Hunt. 17-16 Pacific right there again. Serving will be Tunnel. Lally pops it over. Walker. That's off Tunnel. As chased down by Troy. Tunnel gets it across. Hawaii with it. Hunt guides it to Zemniak. Walker tried to touch, tried to just baby it. But right there was Hughes. And Hughes said, no, not here, not now. And we are tied at 17.
Not a great set that time by Zemniak. You'd see Josh Walker just getting trapped in the net that time.
And Hawaii calls yet another timeout. They know that they're in trouble tonight. And they don't want to go down 0-2.
Big Island Candies invite you to see what's new in their spring collection. Click on BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire selection.
Serving is Tunnel. We're tied at 17. Second set. Pacific leads 1-0. That ball taking something off that time was Umlauf. Umlauf registers his 9th kill. Hawaii then assumes the lead once again, 18-17.
Umlauf hitting that ball out of that back right position, as you see him now rotating to the front row. So look to Zemniak to use more of Umlauf as he's rotating now in the right front position.
Zemniak serving. Line drives it over. The ball dug up by Caceres. And a big hit there by Gornick. Gornick able to hammer that just inside the back row. We're tied at 18.
Gornick with 6 kills.
Gornick to serve off the cable. Costello is there. The Zemniak. And finally, Walker is able to contribute. 19-18, Hawaii leading.
See Walker hitting that ball through the Pacific double block.
Walker serves. That's just out. So we are tied at 19. That means in this second set, we've had 5 ties between Pacific and Hawaii. Serving for Pacific will be Hinesley. Costello. Zemyak. Hughes. That was out. And Hawaii just not sharp. Pacific had a big opportunity, leading 20-19. Hinesley serving again. Umlauf, and Umlauf hits it off Hinesley. That ball goes over our heads into the crowd. We're tied at 20.
See the Hawaii players right now trying to exhort each other, getting together in huddles. They do not want to go into the locker room 0-2 going into this third set.
Serving is Welsh. Hughes. That ball is dug up by Zemyak. Hit over by Umlauf. That went off the block. Hawaii takes the lead 21-20. Good play by Welsh to set it up.
So Welsh stepping in. Usually Nick Casilla will set that second ball. Zemyak digs the ball, but Casilla is out because Welsh is serving and puts up a great set that time to Umlauf.
Welsh serves near the net. Tunnel. Ball is just touched over. Diving dig, pancake dig by Zemyak, but Umlauf is blocked. Umlauf blocked by Daly.
Great effort this time by Zemyak to just get a pancake dig. You see Umlauf on his knees and has to get back up immediately to hit this ball. Unfortunately, hits it right into the block.
Tied at 21. Hughes serving. Dug up by Hunt. Ball is hit over by Umlauf. Caceres is there. Just a little touch. Pancake dig. That's good by Walker. Hit by Hunt. And Hunt hits it right into the triple block. And waiting in the middle of that triple block was Sean Daly. 22-21 Pacific.
Well, we talked about this in the top of the broadcast about Pacific being a very defensive team. Daly, 5th in the country in blocks. Can see why right there.
Serving is Hughes. Dug up by Walker. Zemyak. Umlauf. Dug up by Caceres. Tunnel near the antenna. Put over by Hughes. Walker is there. Zemyak sets up Umlauf, and he hits it off Hughes. Tied at 22. We've been tied 8 times in this second set.
So concern this time as 2 players fall. You see the setter Tunnel, and then Walker takes a spill. Hunt looks to be, Hunt, not Walker, but Hunt seems to be all right, shaking things off. Umlauf hitting a lot of balls down the line, but Caceres is right there. See if Umlauf makes some adjustments and starts hitting more balls cross court like he did for that last kill.
Umlauf. An ace. 23-22. That ball went off Troy. Came over the top of the net and died.
Pacific with 1 timeout left. We'll see when they decide to use it.
Umlauf needs to get this in. He does. That ball is shanked. Another ace. 24-22. Now it is Pacific that calls the timeout. Hawaii comes battling back. The time that these 2 teams have played each other, Hawaii has never trailed 2-0 against Pacific. We have been here before. This is deja vu. In the first set, Hawaii led 24-22. They lead 24-22 in the second set. In the first set, UOP came back and stole it. Serving is Umlauf for the set. Aloha ball. Dug up. Tunnel at the net. The ball is hit over and down by Daly. It's 24-23, and we're going through this again. Serving is Troy. Adam Troy for Pacific. Gets it in. The ball dug up by Costello. Hit over by Umlauf and blocked back. Ball hit over by Lofi. Lofi wins the second set as they return to that middle attack. Hawaii was getting into a habit of Umlauf and interspersed with Walker. But Lofi appears on the horizon, rides in as the hero, and it is tied at 1 set apiece.